And now for tonight's last word.
Let's assume somebody else becomes president. Let's assume a very low energy person, very, very low energy. So low energy that every time you watch him, you fall asleep. So let's say Jeb becomes president. Not good. Not good.
Donald Trump's first target when he became a presidential candidate was Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush stayed quiet about Donald Trump for too long. The Republicans stayed quiet about Donald Trump for too long. And tomorrow night, at this hour, Donald Trump just might take over and destroy the Republican Party. Today, Elizabeth Warren said, "There's a history of people staying quiet for too long, hoping for the best, but watching silently as the threat metastasizes. Donald Trump is a bigger, uglier threat every day that goes by, and it's time for decent people everywhere, Republican, Democrat, Independent, to say no more Donald. There's no virtue in silence." Donald Trump has been trying to bully protesters into silence by encouraging his supporters to, quote, knock the crap out of them. He's also offered to pay the legal bills of any of his supporters who commit the crime of assault and battery. Because remember, that's the only way that they would have legal bills, is if they commit an unprovoked, indefensible assault on someone who poses no threat to them, as this Trump supporter did last week in North Carolina. Donald Trump has not yet paid a penny of that man's legal bills, and we have no word yet from Donald Trump on whether he will pay the legal bills if that man decides to kill that protester, as he has publicly contemplated doing.
Did you like the event?
You bet I liked it.
Yeah? What'd you like about it?
Knocking the hell out of that big mouth. We don't know who he is, but we know he's not acting like an American.
So you deserved it?
Every bit of it.
What was that?
Yes, he deserved it. The next time we see him, we might have to kill him.
Might have to kill him. Donald Trump tries to pretend that this sort of thing happens in all campaigns, but in more than half a century of news film and personal video at campaign events, not one other voter has been recorded saying he might have to kill a protester. That is Donald Trump's unique contribution to campaigning in America. America has much to be ashamed of in the rise of Donald Trump, and America has much to be proud of in the rise of protesters against Donald Trump. The pictures and videos of those protesters are seen around the world, and it is the most vivid message we can send to the world that this is not Donald Trump's America. Not yet. Most Americans will never have the chance to protest a Donald Trump rally, but there are many other ways to take a stand, from showing up to vote, to using social media. In this month of March in 1954, Edward R. Murrow took a stand against the rise of the Donald Trump of his day, Republican Senator Joseph McCarthy.
This is no time for men who oppose Senator McCarthy's methods to keep silent, or for those who approve. We can deny our heritage and our history, but we cannot escape responsibility for the result. There is no way for a citizen of a republic to abdicate his responsibilities.
Today, 62 years later, Elizabeth Warren echoed Edward R. Murrow by saying, "There's no virtue in silence." Someday, we will all be asked by someone, perhaps a child or a grandchild, what we did, what we said when Donald Trump tried to grab power in America. I hope for your sake and for the sake of the country that you will be proud of your answer.